Hi everyone, I'm Diego and today I'm going to explain our weekly gym routine with Noel and Saul. Today we're going to talk about our routine, okay? The goal of our routine is to train all muscles all days of the week and trying to stay active on rest days. That is very important. We usually work out in the afternoon because it's when we have time and when we are not in class. Let's start with the beginning of the week. On Monday, we train legs. Usually people are doing chest, so it will have a lot of available machines. It's one of the most important days because strong legs support your whole body. We start with squats, then move to lunges and leg press. After that, we do some calf raises to get a strong calves. It's important to center on calf raises to finish the workout. We usually rest for about 1 minute between sets. It's a tough session, but it feels great afterwards. On Tuesday, we train chest because people do chest on Monday, so we're going to have a lot of free machines. We begin with the bench press, a classic machine. Then you have to hit both flat and inclined presses to work the upper and middle parts of the chest. Then, to finish, we add push-ups and chest flies using dumbbells. At the end, we stretch and sometimes use the treadmill for 10 minutes to cool down. It's very important to warm up, especially our shoulder, because when we do chest, we also implicate the shoulder, so we have to warm it up.
So let's talk about Wednesday and Thursday, which are two very important days in my routine. So on Wednesday we focus on the back muscles. Actually, it's one of my favorite days because we train the backs, helps with posture and overall strength. We usually start with pull-ups, which are key challenging but super effective. Then we move on lat pull-downs, which target the upper back, and steep rows, which are great for the middle part of the back. The exercise really helps us building a strong and balanced upper body. After we do deadlifts, I mean that deadlifts are amazing because they don't just work the back, they also activate legs, glutes and core. We try to get good form, avoid injuries, and we usually rest about 19 seconds between sets. At the end of the session, we do some stretch to relax muscles and improve flexibility. On Thursday, it's time for arms. We do biceps and triceps. For biceps, we start with barbell curls, which are great exercise for build mass. Then we do hammer curls, which also they work forearms. For triceps, we usually go for triceps dips, 8-10 on parallel bars using a bench, and then cable pushdowns, which gives nice burn at the end. Sometimes we extra time and I include forearms exercise like wrist curls and reverse curls. This helps with strength, which is useful to other workouts too. And of course, we finish with some stretching to cool down and prevent sunburns. Thanks.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about what are we doing the Friday and the weekend. To start this Friday, we're going to see what we're going to do. Shoulders and abs. For shoulders, we're going to do some shoulder press with heavy weights. Okay, we need to do on a machine or with dumbbells. The technique, I am not going to explain it because that's not the work, but Probably I'm going to explain it in a future. Later we're going to do some lateral raises. It's very important to do good this exercise because it's for the lateral part of the shoulder and we need to do it with a lot of control. Later we're going to the abs. We need this muscle to get the most burn as possible. So to get in the mood, we're going to do it with planks. We're going to do some 3 sets of 30 seconds of planks, and when we finish, we go to the ab crunch machine, or we can do it in the grass or on the ground, and we do it some 3 sets, 8 reps with a lot of intensity and heavy weight. Okay, that's for Friday. The weekend we're going to do some rest days, but active rest days, and like that our body is going to get stronger and we're going to have a lot of energy and we are resting. So while our muscles are resting, our body keeps active. We can go in a hike, we can go with the friends to walk, we can go to the swimming pool, and we can dance. But we have to be moving, okay? Not in a bed eating chocolate, okay? Later we have to know that the balance is key. So don't get too obsessed and do that routine.